Tell me about the worst advice you heard about the management, which you thought later on, maybe, with your experience, you look back and you said, man, that was really a bad advice.
I wouldn't say a bad advice, but I actually thought I would never use this on someone ever again. Um, once one of my bosses actually uh, called me and said, "Look, Mahesh, like we're going to do this project, and I've basically had a chat with the CIO, and we're going to do this project in 3 months' time, and I've just committed that we're going to do it in 3 months' time, and if we don't do it in 3 months' time, your job is on the line."
Hmm.
Like I was like, oh, it's like, well, um, so you haven't had this conversation with me about how long it's going to take. You haven't consulted me in this one, but you had the conversation with the CIO, and you put my job on the line if I don't meet your commitment. It's like,
Hmm.
he did think for a second about the ridiculousness of what he actually had just done, and
Hmm.
then he just had a one-word answer, and he said yes. I'm like, okay, so how are we gonna? It was like, like, and I looked at it. The first week when I looked at it, it looked like a death march. Like, this is like
Hmm.
no way we're gonna do this thing. But as we often do, you kind of like, when you're, it did get me fired up. So I was like, we're gonna do this thing no matter what, and we did
Hmm.
complete it on time, and I we've delivered in 3 months' time, and then I quit my job as well. And
Ah,
I said, why are you leaving? And it's like, oh, no, I don't think that was, what you put me through was the right thing. And
true.
he said, no, I just did it to motivate you. And I said, like, no, this is not the kind of
Wow, that's not a motivation.
so I need to leave.
Hmm.
So and I thought, like, in a way it was a lesson for me, like, how do you actually treat your own people?
True.
I think that was like a valuable lesson that I actually learned, is like, I think, you need to kind of like treat your people really well, and you always need to, if that's not how you like to be treated,
Yeah,
right, then you shouldn't be treating other people that way. I think
absolutely.
that's a lesson I took from it, I think.
Yeah.
And I think I couldn't think of any other example, unfortunately, because
No, no, that's I think that's a good one. It is a worst advice I will say of on